Hello, welcome back to the next part of our tutorial to build a house. Last time we did that. Today we make that here complete and close the front. I've done the roof on another layer so that we can work here better and he don't must work so hard. So what we see is that we have here complete stick. So that means we don't need to. And that means we take this top part and make them to the same height as the other one. Then we can take the other one and kick it away. So we have one. The same we have here. We have here one that we don't need. So we take here the top part, make it as long as that one is, and get the little one and kick him off. Good. Uh, so same as on this side, so we can kick that and give them that one here. Make your screencast keys on. Good. From front, you see that we must make the things a little bit upper. So I join them together. That's better to handle later. And we make that with all. Join, bring up, adjust that a little. You see we had there a hole in. So join and bring that up. Good. When you now look at this house, you see here on the side are two guys like that stick is. So we take two of these things here. That means that one, and Shift D, go back, and Shift D to go back again. So we have that here. You see here we have one of these things there. So we need only a little space there. Good. Then we get here one of them, Shift D, rotate set 90 degrees. And in the original, we see that has only one stick there. So we delete this stick and bring them in the middle. Then we bring them up to that part. I must look. It goes into the big one there. Okay. So we go here into and here, bring them near to them. So we get that. Um, then we have to do the same side to this. So that means we get this whole part here, join them as one, Shift D to duplicate, rotate X 180 degrees, and bring in position. Now we got that here. That is good for now. We need this little thing here on the other side too. So we make a copy, Shift D, and bring it in the middle of that. Good. We look what we have, file, save. We got that. Here you see is a door in. And a little thing there. So we make at first this little thing, then we put in the door there. That means we take this here and make there two loops. Scale in the X, that we come to the end. And then we get here the faces and extrude them and bring them in. So we get that. So we got that. That here is okay. Good. Um, I think we can take for this thing here one that we done before. So we get one of the doors, Shift D, duplicate, bring them down, and except of that, we make here a little bit other. That means we delete the outer white thing there. So we mark here the loop, Control plus, and X delete words. So we have that. Then we can delete here the front thing that was for drainage, for the water comes out there and goes there. Uh, so we don't need that anymore. That was for windows and not for doors. So we can delete that. So, oh, sorry, only the edges. So good. That is a wooden door. So we can make here all with wood. That means we can select that and give them a wood material. Good. Here, wood, assign. We mark the outer line, complete, and extrude that to the back. Then we have closed that. Good. You can close it correctly there if you want, but nobody sees it later when it is inputted. So we bring them to this place on our object there that are on the side. And we bring them here to side. We get a side view and we see we can scale it up a little, such like that, and make it a little bit brighter and scale Y. Good. That was that. Scale a little on the set, I see. Yeah. Good. Shift D to duplicate. Rotate set 180 degrees for the other side and bring them in. And that was it. Good. So we have the wood parts standing there, but between them all is glass material. So we need to make the whole glass material. And we must do here an completely plain because that is where the ceiling or the bottom is. So that means we go here and add mesh cube and scale them a little. So that we come here, scale X, and we got that. Then we go to front, scale Z. We can make one to the bottom and Shift D one in the middle. So we got that. Now we must make the windows for there. That we keep simple too. Normally you can make one gray class, but I like to have it more original. That means I make it with a cube, scale X. Can make it a little bit greater than the window so that the light later don't comes through the little cuts in there. We scale it in the Y because it is only class. Class isn't that thick. Such like that. Give them directly material, new material, glass material. Good. Bring them in, but let this little thing still bit out of them. Good. So Shift D, duplicate them. We need them 2 times, 3 times, and Shift D 4 times. Click them all a little bit higher. So that is good. So we have that windows. We see here that one isn't in the middle. So we tweak them in the middle. Here you see it must be the same space. We must do that a little to the side, scale a little on the X. Gone. Good. We take one of these windows, bring them up, and put them in there. We must think here's later the roof. So that comes out of the roof. That is bad. That we don't want. So we may go in there and make a loop here, and then we can cut from here to here, delete this vert, and make it from the back side to knife from there to there, and delete the face, and we have that. We close that, and now we have that one here. We can adjust it later when it needs more work or not. We will see that all later. We can bring that here down and to the side a little. We will see that later. Good. Shift D to duplicate them and rotate Z 180. So we are at that point here. Then I have better idea. I go back. So when we have this window there, we go in and make that loop, but we only mark that, go down, and take that to control that. Good. So we make a copy of that, Shift D, rotate Z 180, and we have that. That is good. Now we need it for the side between that. So I make here solid mode to see better. Shift D to duplicate one of the windows from down there. We scale that in the Y, that we have this size. Then Shift D, duplicate them, bring them there. Shift D, duplicate them to get there. Scale X to make it smaller. Then we go background selection. Yeah, that's correct. We go down to that point and take this side to get to this point. Then we take that all, Shift D, copy, rotate Z 180, and we are on the other side. So we have closed that. Next is to make here such of that. That means we can copy that, Shift D, and a little bit into. And then we get these points and bring them where they should be. That means that must be down, and that should follow these lines there. So we go here down to point like that. Shift D, rotate Z 180 degrees, bring them in, and we have that. Good. We need here such things, so we get this part here, this window, Shift D, rotate Z 90 degrees, and bring them to that position there, and Shift D to the other side too. Good. Uh, we take the same thing, Shift D, and go up, but not as high as that is in the moment. So we mark that and bring that to the height that we have there. So bring that a little in the middle. Then Shift D, duplicate that, go here. We mark these faces and bring them to here. Then with Shift D, we duplicate them and bring them to this part, and Shift D to duplicate the little window and bring that to that part too. So we got that. That is a good result for now. We will tweak that all later. I said it before. File, save. Then we get this whole thing here with Shift D, duplicate that, move that to the third layer. I made all on the third layer, and this roof I made on the second layer. So now we can mark that and join that together as one. Must look. I think there is something wrong. Must look, I must look, I must look. So we will try it one time to get all windows joined together. So we click all the windows. And join them as one. Then the two doors we join as one. And all of this sticks there to, oh, that was wrong, to one. That, that, and the back thing and that thing. Join together, and yes, we have one wood thing, one from the other thing, and the rest. Good, fine. Um, we mark them all with B and Shift D again, and join them together as one. Now we have one part and all is in there. We now move that here to the third layer, as I said before. Then we bring that up to our house, bring it in front. So we see it is a little bit too small for that house, so we scale that incomplete. So we get that. We go to the Y into, and now we see we must scale it in the X. And then we nearly get it. Yes, it must be a little bit higher, so scale set and bring them up. So you see what happens? We have now problems there and to this side. At first we will correct, I must look, that is normal. We should make it in all a little smaller. Oh, scale X. So we must make that wall a little bit more to the inside. That means we mark that line here and scale that to the X. So we close that. Then we have to retry that here. So we go to wireframe mode, and there we can tweak that now. We go edit mode, surely, take word, and here is our roof, and that are the sides that go out of them. So we take that here and bring that into the middle of this thing there. Here you see that are outside of that, so we can go Control Z. We can go into. Oh, sorry. Oh, we must look. Solid mode. Good. What we see is we must go here a little bit higher. So with C, we mark that and bring that up. So that is fixed. Then here's the same. We need that here and go up with that. So that is fixed. Then we need to close that here. So we must find that point from there, or we mark that and grab that a little bit higher. The same we can do with that here. So we get here face selection, bring them into, that's good. Then we can get this here, file, save, can get that, or we can get the whole face and bring them with grabbing into, good. You can take all other ways like you would, you know how to make that. We can bring that whole thing in with the face or make it singular like you would. Simple thing. Good. Shift D. Here is better when we only make here a loop in and then get only that two sides so that is straight. Good. We done that. That is very good. File, save. We have to give them the materials. So take this is all class, and that is wood, but we don't see that because we are here not in the material mode. That is now the right mode. We now go just for fun a little bit forward, such like that, and then we look what we got there, and it is amazing. When later comes a texture on it, it will be very, very fine. Good. We have it so done. We need here to get wood on. And last time I forgotten, we must get this loop here and bring the wood 2 and down of that. So here must be wood 2. So make it on the other side. It's okay. Wonderful. Good. Perfect. We done that. File, save as another version. It's 4 on my system. Good. Now we have to do that here is for the water and the window. So we try with that. Add mesh a circle, and we take uh, 24. Then we rotate X 90 degrees, so we see it from front. Then we don't need this front and back faces in the moment. So X only faces. We look from the front and we can delete the upper part. We need only the down part there. So with background selection, word selection, border selection, and X to delete that. Now we have that. That is exactly what we want. And now we can close that here and give there a loop to the end. Because you see the end is a little bit thicker than the rest is. So that means we can take this loop, extrude, scale, and make it a little bit thicker. Then we can give them a smooth all in all. So we get that. And that is so dark because there is a shading arrow. We have smoothed that. And that is the problem. We must now make the loops to say this moving arrow should be in a small part of that, and then you don't see that. And it is okay. Good. So far, so good. We must make there this guys too. And we see rotate set 90 degrees. Uh, rotate set 180 degrees. So we have to close that here too with that. Then we close that line here with that. And we can get these two lines deeper. Okay. And these words we can get deeper too. So we have that. Good. You see on the house, it is here on the side, then comes the down part, and here, so on, and on the other side too, and at the back side. So with Shift D, we copy that and bring that to the front of the house, where it should be later. Scale to make it as great as we need it. And I think that can be such like that. A little bit higher maybe. So that should have been, I think, a little bit smaller. And then we can bring it to the length that this roof has to this point and then to that point. Okay. That means we make Shift D to copy that, rotate set 90 degrees, and bring that to the end of the front part of the roof. So to that point. Then we go here in edit mode and mark the back and bring them to size like there and give them a cut before. So we loop to here. Now can we cut through it? So we get a knife and cut from there to there, cut, and then we can delete what we don't need. That is that here, and then we have a sharp edge there and can get this one here and make the same, bring it to that point, look from top to that point and extrude to that point and we cut through that. So knife go from this point to that point. So knife from that point to that point, cut and mark the things we don't need. That is that here. And we have a wonderful cut of thing there. Good. That was that. We now You can tweak that perfectly, I'm sure. Uh, for me, that isn't that important that it fixed 100% or so. You can tweak that when you rotate here or something else like you would. That isn't the problem to make that, yeah. Um, good. Rotate and grabbing again. Yeah, you will get that, I'm sure. So, yeah. Uh, that two guys here have the same problem. Here must be looped or it can't be smoothed. So we get here a loop on this end and a loop to that end, and you must do it normally in that part too, but I'll let it like it is. The same we make here, Control R, make here one, and the back one. So we got that. That must be all unwrapped later, like all. So we mark that part here, mark scene, then the front part. You can also get that here. So we mark seam that true, and the inner part 2, and the same on the top part. That means this whole line and that whole line here, mark seam, and we can get that line. Oh, that is good too. Good. We have done that. We must make the same here. So this back line here, mark seam with the top part, and then these two faces here, mark seam, and this face, mark seam, and that is good for now. Good. We have that. Uh, Normally we can try to make them, but we must go a little out. Make them both join together as one. And now we have the chance to get this line to bridge with the other line. That means we go in here, bring that a little bit back. Then we get this line here. So that means from here to here, and from there to there. We'll make it again. From here to here, and from here. Oh, I've forgotten shift, holding the shift. Yeah, so make it again. And from this point to that point, go back, mark it by hand. Oh, that's English. Now I understand why here all goes wrong. So, okay, from there to this point, go back. I mark it, so we close that with F, and we close that with F, and so on. Normally you can bridge that. That is the same that I make here manually, but I have no nerves for that. So I make it manually and brings the same result. So we have closed that. Now we need only one of them, so we can mark that line and dissolve them. X, dissolve edge. And then we have only one line, and that is real straight. Here we have a normal arrow that you can make with flatten, or you can make it with smooth, but then you must flip the direction. So we have one of them, and we see on the original, and now comes this part out here, and we see them big. This part we build now. So file, save, and we get here a normally circle, mesh, circle. We take 24, we scale that to the size that we have there, and then we bring it with an extrude. We go in edit mode and extrude that to the top and scale it to the size like that. And you see it is flat on the sides of them. That means we go there and say this forwards scale y0. Now we got that. And here the same. Scale y0 and bring them a little in. And then we got the original like that is. We smooth that and then we got that and bring that into our object there. Grabbing, positioning. A little bit up. And it was on the side. So such like there. A little bit to the front and much smaller. So scale. Scale a little bit more and bring it into, yeah, a little bit to the side. It's okay. You can make here yet now it fits really or never seen, so I let it like it is. Good. Then it goes here to the wall and downwards there. That we make with a Bezier curve. That means we click here. Oh, we see here some arrows. We must tweak that later. Okay. But add curve, Bezier curve, rotate X 90 degrees, rotate Z 90 degrees. And now we see here our curve. Scale them a little. Go in edit mode. Position the first one at the start. Then get the second one. And we see in the original it goes from here to here and then down. So we will make it 2. So we grab that point and rotate it that we first go down. Then go to the side, like here. Grab them. And then he must go here round down. So we extrude that middle point, get here, get that point here, and bring them in position. Then we must go here back, it's too long. Then we get that. Now we have that form, and we can go from here to the bottom, extrude down, and bring it to the bottom. Good. We should look that it is the same bending. So we go here a little with the middle point to the side, maybe here a little bit down, and then we have the same. We can go here to the curve and say we want to have a completely round thing, full. Then we want to have a depth. Now we make it thicker as that one on the top there is, such like that. Now you see that it isn't really round. It is more uh, other stuff. So we go here and make it 3 times. Then we have a real round thing. You can make more if you want. For me, that's okay. Um, so we now must fix that completely right. So we mark all and bring them down to that we get here in. That is okay. Side view. And we see here we must go a little bit there and here a little bit there that we have straight lines. Here is straight, but it is in the wall. So we go here in the middle point and drag them to the outside that we go there. Same we have here, that's too near, middle point and bring them out. And that was it. Now we have that. That is correct. Good. File, save. Now when we look at the original, you see it is fixed on the wall. That are these things that are in the wall, and then comes that to hold um, this pipe there. We make it simple. We copy that thing, Shift D, move it to the third layer. Uh, third, sorry, third layer. Good. Then we must make that as a curve in a moment, and we need a mesh. So with Alt C, we can convert that mesh from curve, and now it is a mesh. And now we can make the fixtures there. That means we make here a loop, then maybe here, and one Control R here, and here. Now we can make them bigger as the rest. So that means we go here and mark that loop and extrude scale simply. You see what happens? It normally gets these shading errors that I told you before. And so we must loop here 2 times at the top and the bottom. And normally at this part 2 and this part 2 and this part 2. And so we go down to the next one, loop, Control E, extrude scale, and give top loop, down loop, done. Can give them one here and one from the down. That's okay. Next one, mark loop, extrude scale, get a loop top, a loop at the bottom, a loop at the top, and a loop from the bottom. Good, last. We can go here a little bit up, I think. It isn't that great. So extrude scale and again to the top, to the bottom, to the top, to the bottom. Good. We have done that. Uh, File, save. We see at the top of this water thing is here the same. That are these things that will be under the tiles. There is it fixed with that. So we go in here and make here loops 2 to make the self like there. So we make here, what will I say, 3, maybe 3. Yep, we make 3, but we start here at the starting point there and another loop. I think that is good. Then one at the end of them that is fixed there and one in the middle like there. So we get here a second loop, yeah, and one here. Good. Then, same as before, we mark that, extrude scale, then loop at the left, at the right, at the left, at the right. Good. We must go with that here all deeper. So we can select that and that. Oh, with background selection is better. So you get all words and go down. Good. So we make it now with all these loops that we have there. So that is here, extrude scale, left loop, right loop. Oh, sorry. Right loop, left loop, and right loop. Good. Then get these points down. Oh, so, and bring them down. Good. So we have that, we have that. Oh, we make here was one. So again, extra scale. You know it. Control R to set loops on both sides and on the other thing here too. Good. Get the points down. Not that down part there, but this up part here. Good. Same we make here. I think 1, 2 is enough. So we make here one and short before the end one, or we make it on the wall, on the wall, on the wall. Here's the wall, so we make it there. That is okay too. Then mark it, extrude scale, mark it, extrude scale. One to the left loop, one to the right, to the left, and to the right. Good. Points down. C. And that here, and bring down. Okay. And last time we here loop. Oh, back there and here and there. Oh, so We have that. Good. That is marked seamed. That is good. Normally all these things must be have an, an extra unwrap, so you can unwrap or mark seam that like the other ones too, or you can let it like you would. You will see what you got then. But it is no problem. You can do it like you would. So I make that. Normally you must make much more. That is not good unwrap that I do here, but it is a fast one because in that distance later you will not see that textures so exactly. So I can make an rough unwrap, but you must have a little bit correctness to get that halfway looking good. So good. Uh, Control set. There was too much selected. Okay, and down. Good. So wonderful. We done that. File save, and we see that there is one on the back and one here to the side too. So we have to do one thing before. When you look correctly at it, there is a round stuff there, and that we want to make too. So that means we go to our roof part there, that here, and make the little round stuff on. So we add mesh, a cylinder. I think there is 12 enough. Rotate by 90. Scale down. Little small thing. Must not be some special. Smooth that. And get them down to that position maybe. And rear to the start. And get that whole part over to that part. Shift D to duplicate that. Rotate set 90 degrees. And bring it here to that side. But here and to that. And this here little in to that point. Good. We done that all. That means we need one for the backside, but a long one. That means we get that here, the sink, that, that, complete, and make Shift D. That is for the backside later. We make one copy more, Shift D, to get them joined together and bring them to this side. Now we need to mirror them. So mirror, that was wrong. So we try. Hold middle mouse wheel and move around and you will get that. Then we can bring that in position and we have it on both sides. That is fine. And we can sleep well. So good. Good. We have it on this side, on this side, on the back is a little bit other. because we don't need here that pipe there. So we go in edit mode and delete all this on the left, X, delete words, and get here only a longer thing, and that was it. So we mark that here and bring it to the back. Now you can make there all these little guys there. That is just one possibility you have, or make it like I do. I make a copy of that, Shift D, then I make P, separate selection. Now it is one single object, and I can make thousands there in seconds. So we go here with that pipe under the house roof. We join them together as one and bring them down a little bit to front, a little bit up, a little bit to the side. Good. Then we have to close here. So mark that loop, F to close. Mark that loop, F to close. Mark that two lines and F to close. Good. Now we have here these rings that are separated. So I go here to geometry with the axis and I can now bring them to each point. I want to have some. I think I take here a ray modifier and give them here at a position. That isn't it, but that one. Yeah, but with here 0. Yeah. So, and now we can tweak here and we say, I think 8. And so we have 8 from them, and it's okay, and all done. Wonderful. We can get this part here, bring them over to point where he should be on. That was here. Yep. And make them to the end. So there. Okay. We see we have here one problem that it must be rotated. So we got that here. Rotates at 180, but without the rest here. So rotates at 180. Why he does that? Okay. Then we mirror that. So no, other way. Uh, Mirror again, interactive, hold middle mouse wheel and accept with left, and now we can get it on. We see we have here another whiteness from that. That means we can mark that and dissolve edges to get them away. Here too. And then we can mark that all and bring that to position. So we mark now that here and bring that out. I think we must take here 2 more out. So that one, X, dissolve edges, X, dissolve edges. Mark again and bring it out. Good. We have done that. That is all very good. File, save. Um, Next time we will make here the windows there, give them materials, and then we see us to make it to a finished result later. But for today, that is a good result. You have a real nice looking house with details and so on. So we